So when we say we are family, we got all our sisters and brothers with me. We talking about the Risottos in this house. You know, when you talk about people that are the epitome of community, there's a saying that young people have that you know that you've done something when you can go from the streets to the suites. And so the Risottos, you see them every place, whether it's in a park at a book bag giveaway, or whether it is in a fundraiser that is I won't name the dollar amount, but large fundraisers because they're supporting people that are doing incredible work like this. Would you all please help me welcome to the stage, and you got to do it like you mean this thing now, Freddie and Rosa Risotto. Come on, you can do a little better. There you go. Yeah, come on, give it up for them. If I had theme music, I'd drop it for them right now, but I got no theme music.
Boy, I got a hard act to follow, Catherine. Thank you so much for putting me in that position. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm not as funny. I'm not an animated person as Catherine, so I will apologize right now. But first of all, thank you. Thank you to Greater Trenton, George, Sawa, to all the board of directors for this wonderful, wonderful award. We're honored to have received it, and we're definitely honored to be able to serve our hometown through our business. So I want to take you a little bit through our journey and how we got here. So our story began about over 40 years ago, literally 2 blocks from where we're all standing and sitting here right now, on Center Street, when we brought our first business, Center Travel. And how many here remember Center Travel? Yes, so that was our very first time when we brought a business, and we weren't even married a year yet. So yes, we make the math, 41 plus years married. So when we started a business from there, we purchased a deli supermarket that we run both at the same time. And then after 13 years of running the business, we went into the McDonald's franchise. Unfortunately, the only opportunity that they had available to buy a McDonald's was in Philadelphia. So we stayed living locally. However, we ran our businesses in Philly, McDonald's, up to 6 of them at one time. We had over 400 employees. And we served our community there as well, but it wasn't home. And the opportunity came for us to buy the McDonald's across the street from Trenton High, where Freddie went to high school, right? Catty corner to St. Francis Hospital, where we both were born at, right? So God gave us this full circle of life to bring us back home. And so we applied for the McDonald's, and we were able to purchase it. We sold all our restaurants, and we came back home. And that's where we're at now. Because our greatest joy was to be able to run a business at that magnitude, but for my own people, for our own community, for where our grassroots was at, where my parents were at, where his mother was still with us at the time, where our parents were at, where we can serve. When I go to the drive-thru and I'm in the back window and everyone's waving and talking to me because I grew up with them. I saw them. I saw them at church. I saw them down the street. So this is my community. So this is where our full circle is at, and this is how we came back to Trenton. But we not only here, because when I was sharing earlier with someone how when we worked in Philly, we were in Philadelphia, we went to work, we involved in many community areas, we did a lot of community services there as well. But it wasn't the same as when we do it here. It's like working from home. When we come to the restaurant, it's like working from home, and the feeling is different, and my community is different. It's like servicing my family, my neighbor. Like, it's different when I go to the restaurant and I see somebody walk in. It's the older lady from church, and oh, she's here. She's having a sandwich in the lobby, and we go sit down with her. So it's home for us. And so when we're here, we serve our community that we love so much, and I wouldn't change it for the world at this moment. But how we run our business, it's not just Freddie and Rosa, right? We have a whole village that runs it for us, right? Everybody has their own little village. And so I want to take this moment to make sure I recognize the people, the powerhouse people who are behind us, right? Who are here today. So I want you to, the same way you did for Catherine, I want you to scream and shout for me too, because I would get mad if you didn't, okay? So these are my employees. This is who are the roots of my restaurant. Many of you already know them, right? So I like to acknowledge today my employees, right? I have Dolores, who's my supervisor, right? Everybody knows her. She runs it like she owns it, right? So, and then I have my general manager, Edward, right? So, a short story real quickly for Edward, right? Dolores has been with me. We're going on our 10th year anniversary now on December 28th of opening our restaurant in Trenton. Dolores has been with 10 years. Ed's been with us for 20 years. So when we sold our restaurants in Philadelphia, Ed tells us, he says, Ed, we're going to be selling, we're going to be new owners. So he says, you're not leaving me here. I'm going with you. So we couldn't, he stayed with us. He's been with us for 20 years. He still lives in Philadelphia, and he just commutes to come work with us in Trenton. So this is dedication. This is somebody who didn't, and so I wanted to make sure that we acknowledge him and thank him, right? So I have a great team of employees who are sitting over there. We have, wave your hands, stand up for all those people. When you want fries, your sandwich is made, when they take your orders and drive through, that is part of my team, and there's just a small handful of my 60-plus employees that are here today. So definitely I want to acknowledge them and thank them. And then I also want to acknowledge the two most important people in our lives is our children, right? So these are the ones who gives us going to drive us, and obviously are the love of our life. Is our son Freddie Jr. and our daughter Mia. Definitely want to acknowledge them and thank them for always being supportive. And when Commissioner here said he sees us in different events, whether we're serving somebody or we're attending a fundraiser, and our children are obviously, their attention is cut short many times. But at the same time, they're understanding and they're so supportive of us. So definitely want to thank them, and just wanted to piggyback a little bit on my wonderful sister Catherine here, where she was before me. That we are Trenton. What does Trenton look like? Look at the person next to you. Look at the person next to you. That's what Trenton looks like. They look very diverse. They look from different parts of lives, different countries. They come from different backgrounds, different colors. But that is Trenton. We are all Trenton. Whether you live outside of Trenton, when you come into Trenton, you become Trenton, because you're one of us. We treat you like just any other Trentonian. We welcome everyone. So we're a very welcoming town. That's what Trenton is. Trenton is welcoming, and it's that person who's sitting next to you, to your left, to your right. That is Trenton. And I would like to definitely congratulate. Let me tell you, when they told me that we were being honored with the Smith, Freddie's like, oh, the Smith, oh my God, we love them. Oh my God, they're just like us, they're just grassroots Trentonians, who just made themselves, work their way up and they serve so much of the community. And so we're just so honored to have been recipients of award alongside of the Smith family, which is such a wonderful, wonderful family that we so admire, and we so much look up to you. and what you've done and what you will be continuing to do. So congratulations to you as well, and thank you for all you do in the community. We definitely would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge you as well. Thank you. Well, give them another round of applause, please. So today, again, I thank you, and we accept this award in honor of our family, in honor of all the Trentonians that we have encountered in our lives, and all the Trentonians that we still have yet to encounter. This is who we accept this award on behalf of all the Trentonians. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May God bless you all, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
So Freddie just whispered in my ear and told me to tell you, yeah, what she just said.
YourTownTube is today's #1 all-local promotion, social media, and networking in the central New Jersey region. The most attractive, fastest, and most affordable ways to reach a huge local audience.